Five ancient mysteries that are still unsolved. Part 2. History is a much-researched domain that never stops amazing us with its secrets. People, events, objects, everything seems so far away and so old. But what happens when some enigmas from those old days interfere in nowadays people's lives, and they exist and they are present around us as a living proof of some thrilling stories of the past? Here we are with part 2 of the most important and intriguing ancient mysteries and enigmas from the mid-modern period. In this video, you will find out more details about 5 more mysteries of the past that still exist in the present. If you haven't seen the first 5 ones, then we invite you to watch them and enjoy our previous video. If you have already done that and pressed the like button, then let's go on with 5 more enigmas. Enjoy! Number 1. The Portrait of Mona Lisa, or La Gioconda of Leonardo da Vinci. This enigmatic painting is one of the biggest mysteries of history. The enigmatic smile of Mona Lisa expresses more than joy, more than subtlety. It expresses mystery and hidden knowledge. Scientists say there are animals and numbers contained in the picture hidden by Da Vinci, in the natural setting behind the woman and in her eyes. It is yet unknown whom the artist painted. Mona Lisa could be an enigmatic woman as well as a handsome man. A transvestite, as Leonardo was considered by a few people. Therefore, there are even suppositions that Gioconda is a self-portrait. Also, the title of the painting is discussed, considering it is the key to some other enigmas, Da Vinci being one of the most disputed painters through history. People think he knew secrets about the life of Jesus and about the Bible. He knew the truth and he had the answers to the big enigmas of history, such as Holy Grail. And it is believed that he had hidden all his knowledge in his works of art. Number 2. The Black Stone of Kaaba. A Muslim holy relic, well kept in Mecca, the Black Stone is a sacred stone Muslims pray to. Its origins are unknown. The Black Stone of Kaaba is not a simple stone. Its material is unique. Nobody knows how it got to Mecca. Muslims believe it has been there since the beginning of time. They think Kaaba from Mecca has always been the sacred places of the Muslim sanctuary. The black stone is known as health-giving, bringing good luck to the one who touches it. The legend says that if a faithful person honestly prays to the stone and admits his sins, will be protected by the magic stone at the Last Judgment. The black stone is covered in black textile, renewed every year, which contains written quotes from the Quran, woven with golden letters. It is said that the stone was white at the beginning, but by the time it got black on account of sinner's touch. However, no scientist would be allowed to study or make a chemical analysis of the holy relic, so the Black Stone of Kaaba remains one of the biggest enigmas of the mid-modern period and contemporary period of history. Number 3. The Grave of Genghis Khan. Mongolia's biggest Khan's death, Genghis Khan, is still a mystery through history. Some people say he died hit by lightning, but the official version of his death says it was his sickness after falling down from his horse. There are other suppositions which claim that he died by grief. When his wife had thrown herself into a lake after he abused her, his sorrow was too painful. No one knows where Genghis Khan was buried, but it is well known that he was a very generous man, the richest Khan of Russia of all the times. He didn't spend all of his money, but he spent a big amount of his treasure on jewelry and women. The reason of his death is not well established by scientists, but it is for sure that wherever he was buried, his grave is a huge treasure which is still searched by archaeologists. Number 4. The mysterious disappearance of the Vikings. The Vikings, one of the most feared mankind, the most intelligent and strong people at that time, have suddenly disappeared with no clue of where they have gone. While some people think they have just vanished or moved to another place yet undiscovered by us, other scientists created a real mystery aura around their complete absence. Some scientists assert that the last Vikings from Greenland left their settlement and moved back to Ireland, while others say that it might be possible that pirates came and killed all the Vikings. However, both of the theories are odd, weird, and unexpected because it is said that Vikings were very strong and they had exceptional fighting skills. They owned the art of archery, of fighting with swords, and also of using body strength. They also knew how to make the most accurate maps of the world and the best ships to navigate with on the open ocean. The conditions they had to stand while living in Greenland were horrible. First of all, the land they lived on was not safe. The weather was very cold, and icebergs came to the ground, bringing sand, mud, and ooze with them, destroying the pastures and devastating the crops. The Vikings didn't have where to grow plants anymore, and they didn't have what to feed them and their children with. Despite being very smart and powerful, they did not know how to make bread out of wheat, and because of their religious prejudices, they did not consume meat except fish, so their diet, their alimentation, was very poor. Thereby, the real mystery here is not only how these strong people disappeared, but also how these Vikings could live, being so strong and great, in such conditions of life. Number 5. Malleus Maleficarum. Written by Jacob Sprenger and Heinrich Kramer, the Pact of Demonology was the reason for most of the German persecutions of women and girls. The book, named Malleus Maleficarum, contains methods of sorcery, witchcraft, diabolism, witchery, and spellwork, as well as methods of persecution and torture, describing every detail of how the inquisitors worked, how they interrogated, and how they tortured the subjects. According to the book, there existed 3 types of witches: the ones who made black incantations, the ones who cured people, this kind of women were kept at the royal courts, and the ones who had control on both types. Women were the most suspected of witchcraft, being considered inferior beings, and the inquisitors acted according to this concept. Women were violently tortured and brutally killed. It was believed that witches did not have the right to live, and they were sometimes burned alive. The Demonology Pact contains a multitude of sick, wrong concepts, some of them having a completely lack of meaning that only misled people, helping the inquisitors to achieve their own goals. It was a perfect pretext to kill anybody who got in their way. Malleus Maleficarum represents texts, stories, and descriptions from one of the saddest and darkest parts of the history, where tens of thousands of innocent, harmless people have been unjustly killed. However, nobody knows how the 2 writers converted the human mind so fast and so powerfully that such unfair, wrong, and wicked murders took place, and also the real purpose of the book is not known yet, as all that happened were only temporary consequences, the true objective still remaining an enigma. Please share your opinion with us. What do you think about all these mysteries, and how do you feel about them? We are curious to know what other mysteries intrigue you, so don't hesitate to leave us a comment with your own experiences or curiosities. Also, hit that like button if you liked this video, and don't forget to give it a share with your friends. Our history is part of us and is always worth sharing. And don't forget to press the notifications button and be the first to watch our newest videos.